In the heart of Viridia, a city carved from ambition and paved with haste, a million stories unfolded every second. And amid the noise of merchants hawking silks and spices, there was a small, quiet space. A space taken up by a simple wooden cart and an old man named Kael. That evening, the sky turned a deep purple, and a sharp wind cut through the streets like a knife. Kael was packing up, another slow day. All he had left was a single bowl of broth and one last loaf of bread. He looked at them, his stomach empty but his heart resigned. Just as he was about to eat, a figure stepped out from the shadows. A frail old woman wrapped in thin rags, shivering from the cold. She looked like she hadn't had a warm meal in days. Kael saw the hunger in her eyes. Without hesitation, he picked up the bowl and bread, walked over, and offered them with a gentle smile. "Here," he said quietly. "You need this more than I do." The woman looked up, suspicious at first, but then something in Kael's eyes told her this offer was real. Slowly, with trembling hands, she took the food and began to eat. Not greedily, but with strange grace. The woman looked up at Kael, her eyes sharp and searching, like she was looking for something behind his kindness. Then, she smiled. A soft, knowing smile. She returned the bowl, and as their hands touched, Kael felt something strange. A warmth flowing through him like sunlight breaking through cold stone. And then, it happened. The woman began to change. Her frail back straightened, her face smoothed, the tattered rags lifted and shimmered, transforming into a cloak woven with light and twilight. A golden glow spread around her, soft but powerful. She was no beggar. She was something ancient, something beyond Kael's understanding.
I am the spirit of this city. While others walk with full pockets and empty hearts, you carry an overflowing soul. Ask for anything, and it shall be yours.
Kael stood in silence, eyes wide, bowl trembling in his hand. "You may ask for anything," she said. "A palace of gold, endless riches, an end to your struggle. Say the word, and it's yours." Kael looked at the city around him. He thought of the hungry clerk, the tired seamstress, the lonely merchant, and he said quietly, "I don't wish for riches. I wish for the wisdom to turn my simple meals into something that can heal sorrow." Kael went home that night with nothing to eat. But when morning came, something felt different. He returned to his cart with steady hands. As he stirred his simple broth, it was like the ingredients were speaking to him. His first customer was a woman he'd seen before, a grieving widow. She ate a spoonful of soup and suddenly, her eyes filled with tears.
"My husband, I remember the day we met. Just for a moment, I felt the sun again."
Word spread fast. People said his meals helped them remember moments they thought they'd lost. A cruel moneylender forgave debts. A struggling artist found inspiration again. Kael listened more than he spoke, and somehow he always knew what someone needed. But not everyone believed in miracles. Other vendors started whispering. The guards began to take notice. Word of Kael's cart traveled beyond the market. It echoed through the marble halls of the royal palace, until it reached the ears of a young prince. Prince Lyron had ruled wisely, but with a heart burdened by grief. Since the day he lost his beloved, the world had faded to gray. Desperate for anything that might break his sorrow, the prince ordered his guards to bring Kael to him. Kael was escorted to the palace, his small wooden cart rattling behind him. He entered the grand dining hall, a place that hadn't heard laughter in years.
"They say you serve magic in your bowls. They say you can heal sorrow. Prove it. If you're a fraud, your cart becomes firewood by morning."
Kael didn't flinch. He looked into the prince's eyes and saw more than a crown. He saw a man drowning in memory and longing for something lost. He lit his small fire and began to cook. Kael didn't use the palace's kitchen. He lit the fire beneath his cart, the same fire that had warmed so many before. He chose simple ingredients, wild mushrooms, barley, herbs. But somehow, he knew what this moment needed. He was recreating something, a memory. The prince lifted the spoon. He took one slow bite. and something shifted.
This tastes like her.
The warmth of her laughter returned, the way she'd steal mushrooms from his bowl, her hand in his, the sunshine on their faces. It didn't take the pain away, but for the first time, the love wasn't buried under it.
You didn't take away my sorrow. You gave me back the love I forgot how to feel.
The prince didn't reward Kael with gold or jewels. He gave something greater, a courtyard in the heart of Veridia, a space for healing, for sharing, for joy.
This city needs more than riches. It needs what you have, Kael. Let this courtyard be yours.
With the prince's blessing, Kael built a place unlike any other, an open-air kitchen surrounded by gardens where anyone could eat, from the richest merchant to the poorest orphan. He taught others to cook, not just with their hands, but with their hearts. Kael's small cart, the vessel of the first miracle, stood in the center of the courtyard like a humble throne. And so, the street vendor became the city's heart, not through power or wealth, but through kindness. If Kael's story touched you, subscribe for more stories like this. What do you think is the true recipe for happiness? Tell us in the comments.